by SAP. If you follow any best practice document, by default, SAP is using this purchasing organization. SAP is using this also as a sales organization, 1710 as a company code. Okay, so just for reference purpose, at any point in time, if you want to verify how exactly SAP configured this particular thing, you can go to 1710, even as a company code also. Okay, obviously, whenever you will be practicing, before that, I will be showing you those scenarios. So I'll be also configuring the new company, new purchasing org, new sales org. So you can always refer to that also. But in addition, in the fresh project, whenever you are working for, let's say, new implementation, and you want to have some kind of reference objects, you can always go to the best practices and you can find out what is being configured in company code or sales org or purchasing org 1710. Right? So this is a pre-delivered object. Whatever is configured here, this is pre-delivered by SAP. So you can utilize this as a reference object, but definitely you need to create your own based on the best practice.
So how did they take the scenario, Vikram? And like how many plants and this and that, or did they take just one of each?
They see, whenever you go for any best practice documentation, let me try to open one if I have. I think I yesterday itself I refreshed my laptop, so I'll not be having. I have to download. Let me do that for you. Just give me a minute. Okay, please confirm if you are able to see my screen once again. So if you go to SAP best practices, okay, and if you go to on-premise, okay, these links I provided to you in my last session in SAP Activate related session. So it will open rapid.sap.com. You can directly even write that also. It is taking time. Let me try this one. So they have provided that complete detail, which plant you should look for, which purchasing organization you should look for. So for example, whenever you want to create a purchase order, what data they have provided, even the master data they have created for you. If you just follow them, it will be like you don't need to create anything on your own in the demo system. But definitely as a consultant, you need to understand how to configure those things. Okay, so let me log in so that I can see the full content.
Even these are Fiori tiles they have used for their own site.
Yes, yes, yes. Even these are Fiori tiles.
Mm.
Even SAP Notes, Launchpad, and all are using Fiori nowadays. Fiori is a GUI which can be used for any technology. So they are using it for even this best practices also. This link is normally too slow.
And also, Vikram, will you provide us S4HANA dumps like if you want to appear in exam or certification?
No, I will not call them as dump. I have some questions, but I will not call them as dump. I don't want to just I don't want you to just go through those questions and appear in the exam. I want you to prepare well, and then so I'll provide you some sample
Mhm.
questions, but those
Yeah,
cannot be considered as dumps. Those can be considered as a sample question so that you can get a feel how
yeah.
what kind of questions can be asked in the exam.
Yeah, maybe a knowledge bank sort of thing, like
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Too slow. Oh, it just appeared and then let's see. Okay. So S4HANA, within this we are looking for on-premise, and within on-premise we are looking for best practices for SAP S4HANA. Okay, so I'll just try to open one document. Okay, let's say within sourcing and procurement. Okay, within sourcing and procurement, I'll show you the basic scenario, which is uh, operational procurement, procurement of direct material. Okay, this one J45. Okay, this will allow me the Word document. If you remember, I shown you last time the test script. Okay, let's open this.
Hey, Vikram,
Yeah.
do we need any particular ID or some kind of authorization to download these things from the Google?
Yes. So if you're not able to download, that is the reason I told you I'll be providing you these documents.
Okay, thank you.
Download it and I'll keep it in the share folder.
Sure, thanks.
Okay, so you can see this one. This is a test script. Okay, in this test script, SAP has used the sample companies, whatever they have provided. So if you see here, master data, organizational data, I already told you about the roles in our last session, right? So if you want to use this, if you want to go through this end-to-end scenario, which are the different roles that you need to provide to your end users, or maybe even if you are working on this end-to-end scenario in the test system, you will need this roles to be provided to your user ID. Then only you'll be able to see these applications which are provided in this document. Okay, so if I go to the next one, you can see master data, organizational data, and other data. So this is the information which is provided by SAP. You can see in this case, plant 1110, storage location 111A, another storage location 111B, company code 1110. So according to country wise, SAP has provided different company codes. 1710, which I'm referring to, is mainly for US and I think Germany. But apart from that, there are some other company codes, also some other purchasing organizations also. So you can see SAP has already pre-delivered this content. So if you go to our SAP system and look for 1110, this is GB. You can see for UK, I think. So 1110. Here it is showing Japan, but this is what SAP is talking about. This company code 1110 is the sample company code provided. So your answer, you can see not only purchasing org, sales org, it is also providing you plant, it is also providing you which storage location, it is also providing you which purchasing group. So all these things are pre-delivered by SAP, which you can refer, but definitely whenever you want to practice, you will not be using this. You can just refer to, maybe if you are getting confused, what should I write to this particular field, what this field is relevant to, you can always refer to the standard objects, but ultimately you have to create your own ones whenever you want to practice on the system. Okay, clear on this?
Yes, Vikram. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to start doing the configuration. So next part is we will be doing the configuration module wise, and for that we need to segregate. Or maybe what I can do is I can continue for next few minutes. Let's try to set up the company code, because that is anyways required to be understood by each module. Okay, so I will start with setting up the company code. We decided that we are in our group, we have 3 company codes. I will just show you how to create one company code. Okay, and then you also need to, I will divide this into groups also. So you will be working on the groups to configure few things that we'll be doing on weekends. You have to set up that before the end of next week, right? So let's go to the company code. So in
So
order to
Vikram, there will
create,
be different timings then.
timings will be different, obviously. Yeah, we will discuss on that. Maybe after this session, I will plan the timings and I'll be sending it to you.
Okay.
But it will be in the morning itself. So we will continue from 7:30 till 12 o'clock. We will try to finish it off. All the things, all the three things.
Yeah.
Now, as so Vikram, you mentioned now we'll be starting with company code, right? How about the client and operating concern? Are we not creating
No,
them
see,
now?
operating concern, as I told you, operating concern is something which would be done by controlling. Okay. So that is not in our scope as of now, but later on, once we complete the FI part, there is a overview to see you. In that,
Ah,
I will show you the operating concern also. But again, the
so
high
now,
level, because we will not be
okay,
going in
now we
depth.
will be assuming that these things are already done by the controlling guys, if at all necessary, and then we are
Yes,
going ahead and creating the company codes.
exactly. And you asked about the client. Client is not our activity. Client is the activity of basis. So we already have a client 400, which is already set up, and whatever we are doing under the client 400.
Plan for
Right.
right. Yeah.
Okay. So your company codes are set up from the enterprise structure. You will come to enterprise structure. Within the enterprise structure, there is a definition folder. You will come to definition. You will go to financial accounting, and within financial accounting, you will be able to execute this particular. So there are two buttons you can see here. One is documentation. Okay, if you want to know what is company code, so you'll click on this. It will open the document for you, which will try to explain you what exactly is a company code, what is the purpose, what are the different fields. So what should be the key, what should be the name, how we will be entering the address, what is the currency field, what is the country field, what is the language field. So all the descriptions, if you feel that before I enter any information in the system, I want to understand what this field is all about, what details I should enter to this field, you can come to this documentation and it will give you the complete picture. Got stuck. Just give me a minute. Okay. So if you open this, second is this execution program, which will actually open that particular activity. So you can see there are two options: copy, delete, check the company code. So if the company codes already exist, you want to delete it, or you want to copy from it, or you want to just see that, you can go for this first option. Otherwise, if you want to change something, you can directly click on the second button. And you can see here new entries. There are already some company codes which are already created in SAP. You can see there are many company codes which are already available. In addition to that, if you want to create your another one, you can click on the new entries. Okay, so if I click on the new entries, it will open the new form. It will ask me which company code I want to create, in which city, what would be the country, what would be the currency, and what would be the language. So in our example, let's say we are creating this for Walmart US. Each and every company code can have up to 4 digits unique code. Okay, so whatever I'm explaining, this is all same for plant, purchasing org, sales org. Wherever you go, you have to provide one code which should be unique. I cannot have two company codes with the same code. That is not possible, right? I have to provide a separate code for each and every legal entity. So for example, if I go for Walmart, so WM US, just to provide the unique code. So Walmart US. Similarly, the second activity, second entity that I create would be Walmart India, Walmart Germany. So based on that logic, it should be very clear what exactly I'm creating. Okay, so again, this coding and all this you have to propose to your business and they have to approve it. It is not that I liked a WMUS, that is the reason I created company code WMUS. You have to tell the business why you are proposing company code WMUS. Why not the number? Why not 1000? Okay, why not